Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we present you 50 beautiful retro historical photos. We hope you will appreciate our work. Write your comment and click the subscribe button. Enjoy the show, and here we go. Pretty Jean Bradley in the kitchen, 1960. Joey Lansing is an American actress, 1955. New York, 1947. Showgirls get the needle. Dancers from Billy Rose's Diamond Horseshoe nightclub being vaccinated by Dr. Jack Weinstock. September 26, 1921. Ford tractor demonstration. June 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Girl getting food in the service shop at Idaho Hall, Arlington Farms, a residence for women who work for the U.S. government for the duration of the war. The shop help is run on a self-service basis. (4555) Grant Road. Photo used to illustrate an ad in the November 5, 1921, real estate section of the Washington Times. Washington, D.C., circa 1921. Ford tractor demonstration. The Fenced-in Rockwood, District of Columbia. (1906) Cossett Library and Post Office, Memphis, Tennessee. This Romanesque castle in red sandstone, at Front and Monroe on the banks of the Mississippi, was the city's first public library when it opened in 1893. April 1943. Baltimore, Maryland. Third shift workers waiting on a street corner to be picked up by carpools around midnight. Demonstration at the Red Cross Emergency Ambulance Station in Washington, D.C., during the influenza pandemic of 1918. San Francisco, circa 1920. Oldsmobile Coupe on Gough Street at Lafayette Park. Seats 3. Circa 1910. Topinabee Landing, Hamilton Land Route, Sheboygan, Petoskey, Michigan. San Francisco, 1926. Kissel Straight 8 on California Street. Around 150 Kissels are said to survive, out of the 35,000 manufactured before the company expired in 1930. Washington, D.C., circa 1930. Gibbs, Mrs. Malcolm. April 1943. Baltimore, Maryland. Third shift defense workers getting snack at drugstore on corner where their shared car will pick them up around midnight. (1921) Fragile dump truck at Golden Gate Park, San Francisco. Atlas mortar made from Acme diamond lime. Circa 1910. Riverside Drive, New York. A crisp autumn day in Manhattan, perfect for enjoying nature's tapestry ablaze in a riot of grays. (1956) New York. Mary Cumming, 21, secretary in the office of designer Raymond Loewy. (1931) Boston Skyline View, United Shoe Machinery Corporation Building, Custom House Tower, etc. Yes, there really is an enormous Art Deco skyscraper called the United Shoe Machinery Building, and it still stands. (1904) Courthouse, Columbus. So, continuing today's Columbian theme. Circa 1905. Caravels and La Rabida, Sanitarium for Children, Jackson Park, Chicago. Replicas of the Nina, Pinta and Santa Maria that participated in the World's Columbian Exposition. (1928) Hudson. Somewhere in the Bay Area. Pass me the flask, will you? And who's driving this rig? Amelia County, Virginia, in the early 1960s. Sunday dinner at the Miller House, with the farm of Marvin and Thelma Warrener in the background. Pittsburgh, circa 1905. Cacti, Phipps Conservatory, Schenley Park. The Devil's Pin Cushion and other visitors to Pennsylvania. May 1943. Bethlehem Fairfield Shipyards, Baltimore. Girl driver on a supply truck. June 1943. Arlington County, Virginia. Arlington Farms, War Duration Residence Halls. Laundry room in Idaho Hall. Boston Common, 1920. Baseball field in Beacon Hill. (1906) Boston, Massachusetts. School Street and Parker House. Home of the eponymous Buttery Roll. Much interesting signage and evidence, including 2 giant signs. Jacqueline Bisset, British film actress, 1969. Washington, D.C., 1921. Studebaker car. Circa 1927. Dennis Hahn dancers. Photographed during what seems to be a lull in the toga party. Washington, D.C., 1913. Winston Hotel car. Parked, it would seem, in front of the Hotel Winston, 1st Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. August 1933. Muschenheim, Carl, Mrs. Child of portrait photograph. Boston Common circa 1920. Boys playing water basketball in Frog Pond. Washington, D.C., circa 1921. Warehouse, People's Drugstore. October 1907. Marble Collegiate Church, 5th Avenue, New York. Be there at 11 Sunday morning on October 6th, today, for Dr. Burwell's sermon. The King's Outriders. San Francisco circa 1920. Chalmers touring car on Eddy Street. Equipped with what seems to be a bed. May 26, 1931. Beantown from above. Boston, South End. Dorchester Heights from gas building. Boston circa 1920. Marble contest on Boston Common. With a sizable gallery, considering the sport. In the spring of 1955, Bert and Iva's son George brought his new wife, Arax, and their 1948 Nash Ambassador home to 1022 South 8th Street in Wausau, Wisconsin. Washington, D.C., 1921. Southeast corner, Connecticut Avenue and I Street at 17th NW. March 1943. Conductor G. Reynolds checking his way-bills in a caboose of the Atchison, Topeka Santa Fe Railroad between Argentine and Emporia, Kansas. Bert and Iva are on the road visiting relatives. In 1956, they visited this red-headed posse in Nebraska. Stick 'em up, partner. A 1907, Coast to Coast, Buick on San Francisco's Auto Row at Van Ness Avenue and California Street in 1929, evidently at the end of its jaunt. Philadelphia circa 1908, Germantown Wayne Avenue, with, for all we know, Wayne himself. March 1943. Brakeman Jack Torbet, sitting at the window of the caboose pulling out of Waynoka, Oklahoma, on the Atchison, Topeka Santa Fe Railroad. (1956) New York. 21-year-old Mary Cumming, a secretary in offices of designer Raymond Loewy. From around 1930 comes this image of a wrecked 1920s Buick and an ominous pair of shoes. Circa 1909. Riverside Inn, Saranac Lake, Adirondack Mountains, New York. Bonus photo for you, a beautiful retro woman. Corina Russell is an English glamour model, 1982. This is the end of our performance. We hope you enjoyed it and appreciate our work. See you in the next performance. Have a good day.